Some people interest is more on the life, current philosophy of living, like livelihood of people here. Current philosophy, we need to respect our nature.
Did you know long-necked tribes do not represent all of the Karen Hill tribes in northern Thailand? Okay, so actually there are 7 major hill tribes in Thailand, and there are many different subgroups also within these tribes. They are the Aka, Lahu, Karen, Hmong, Mien, Lisu, and Padawang, each with a distinct language and culture. I won't go into too much detail in this video, but feel free to search for more info as it's really quite interesting and diverse. For most of us that are not familiar with the diversity amongst the different tribes, most of us have seen their beautiful and colorful embroidery and the brass rings around their necks as a symbol of beauty. These are just a few characteristics of the long-held traditions that go back to as long as 2,000 years. There are many indigenous groups all around the world. For example, we have the Native Americans in the United States. Many indigenous groups share a common problem, which is poverty. There are many reasons for this, but one is the oppression by the majority of their respective land. This can be stemmed from minimal access to education to even the commercialization of farming. Let me know in the comments what first comes to mind when you think about indigenous groups, not only in Asia, but all around the world, be it Aboriginals in Australia or Native Americans in America. The Karen Hill tribes are located mostly in the mountainous regions in northern and western Thailand. They include both sides of the border between northern Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar. This area can also be known as the Golden Triangle. Hill tribes were nomadic people leaving land as they used up resources. Karen Hill tribes are traditionally agricultural people who practice hill farming, but they differ in that they live in permanent villages at lower elevations, and they have been developing towards a more environmentally sustainable terraced rice fields. This has allowed the Karen Hill tribes to better integrate themselves into Thai society. Nowadays, cultural tourism results in an increased source of income for the hill tribes. The Karen Hill tribes are often confused with the Padawang tribe, notoriously only known for their long-necked women. But this is just one subgroup of the Red Karens or Karani. This is one of the tribes of the Kaya in the Kaya state of Myanmar. Also, on a side note, this should not be confused with the term a Karen, which is widely used in the United States, which refers to obnoxious, angry, entitled, and often racist middle-aged white woman who uses her privilege to get her way or even police other people's behaviors. They are very, very different. Let's make that perfectly clear. Karen people believe in animism. That is the belief that objects, places, and creatures all possess a spirit. Something to note which I thought was interesting was that Karen people are originally animists, but over 30% of the Karen people in Thailand have been converted to Christianity by Western missionaries. If you get a chance to look at my long neck video, you can see the newly well-built churches right in the middle of the village. It just seemed odd to me. Anyways, Karen animism is defined by a belief of 37 different spirits, 5 of which embody every individual and the other 32 to nature. Respecting nature is a huge part of the Karen philosophy. Sweat here will tell you about a story of a baby and its umbilical cord and how it is connected to a tree for life.
Originally Karen. Karen is part of a tribe, or we can say native people here in northern part of Thailand. It's not along western and even into the close to the sea.
Okay.
Like along the border. So Karen people mostly we live in along the Salavin River.
Yeah.
and they are both.
Uh-huh.
The population mostly live in Myanmar and also Thailand. And long time ago, there was no border.
Yeah.
According to the colonized, we were separate. And so for me, so we live here is longer than 300 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
And this the idea is came from the Karen when the baby newborn baby. Do you know the umbilical?
Yes, the cord.
The cord, the bond with the baby. And in the traditional culture, we will take the cord, put into the bamboo, and then the father will have to look for a tree. So then we tied the bamboo to a tree. Then the tree will become a spirit tree for every people. So the person who has a spirit tree have to taking care of the forever, and it's nobody can cut it. This is like a one person, one tree. It's just born with a tree culture.
Yeah.
That's why when you go and observe the current community, you can see a lot of forest and tree. And second thing, we believe on everyone has a spirit. 37 spirit.
37.
Only 5 belong to person, and 32 belong to nature. All the living thing from the ground up to the bird from the sky. 32 living together. We need to taking care of all of our spirit being together. This is I think one we respect on nature. We have the water spirit, we have the mountain spirit, we have the community people spirit. So there are many levels of the ceremony. This is for me I can feel like current philosophy, we need to respect our nature.
Nature and people, it's one, right? It's
very
together.
connected.
Yeah.
Very connected.
And any specific rope or to tie
Normally
the
we
bamboo?
use the bamboo.
Oh, okay.
Side, small bamboo and become a rope.
So you put the bamboo, you put the umbilical cord inside, and it's open.
We use some pants like this to float it.
Yeah.
And then, when the newborn baby, the doctor have to cut,
Yes.
and one small piece still be with the baby. When the dry and we remove it, the father have to go again to see the tree. When the bamboo falling, it's okay. But if not, the father have to make it fall. And then we call spirit back from a tree, back to the baby.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the elder from the community will come and give their blessing
Again.
again. Like be strong, be healthy.
Is it bad if it falls or if for the first
bad,
time?
not bad.
Okay.
That means the baby is very smart.
Okay.
But when you have to move like one time and then it's fall, that means you teach, you educate them easy. But if take 2, 3 times, you have to repeat to educate them. Like this person ignores or something like that.
That's great. Because it's not like you're stupid. No, it's different process, right? Different people, different process. Wow. And when you see the bamboo tied to the tree, you leave it there the whole time.
When it's falling,
Yeah.
that's finished.
Finish. Okay.
And when for me, I have a children. when my children grow up, they know their trees. They're proud of. Oh, I have a tree. And also for me, as the father, I observe when the bamboo falling, and then slowly the bamboo really became soil, and then we come from the soil back to the soil. Just simply.
Yeah. So
simple.
yeah, it's a cycle. Yeah, it's very nice. That's
only some small story about.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for the next video, as I'll be talking with Sweat again about the coffee produced in this region. There are many things we can take away from this, but what I take away is that we're deeply connected with nature and rooted from the same soil. So it's important to show and share respect to not only our environment, but every living thing, and especially other human beings. If you like this video and you learned something new, hit the like button. That would really help my channel. And if you enjoyed my content, please also consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate your support for Asian American creators like me, telling our stories in our perspectives. Stop Asian hate. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can take something away from this video as I have creating it. This is Al with Travel Like Water. Keep moving.